Hello, guys and girls. Welcome to our show, Dark Army Weekly Cyber News Top 5. A new malware named Fileless malware is spotted in the wild in targeting banks and organizations. This malware is memory based, which is almost undetectable. It's a nasty software that does not copy any files or folders to the hard drive in order to get executed. Instead, payloads are directly injected into the memory of running processes, and the malware executes in system's RAM, which is difficult to analyze after system reboot. The attack was initially discovered by a bank's security team after they found a copy of MetaBetter, an in-memory component of Metasploit, instead the physical memory of a Microsoft domain controller. Kaspersky Lab participated in the forensic analysis after this attack was detected, discovering the use of PowerShell scripts within the Windows registry. The cybercrook also used Microsoft's NetSH networking tool to set up a proxy tunnel for communicating with the command and control server and remotely controlling the infected host. Over 140 enterprises hit around the world, including banks, telecoms, and government organizations in 40 countries. For the details of these attacks and their objectives will be presented at the Security Analyst Summit to be held on St. Martin from 2 to 6 April 2017. Number 4. A new vulnerability found named Ticket Bleed, similar as Heartbleed. The vulnerability is contained in the implementation of session tickets using a technique designed to speed up repeated connections. Ticket Bleed is a software vulnerability in the TLS or SSL stack of F5 big IP appliances, allowing a remote attacker to extract up to 31 bytes of uninitialized memory at a time. It's called Ticket Bleed because of its similarity to Heartbleed, but the new bug affects only F5's big IP devices. It was discovered by Cloudflare's cybersecurity specialist Filippo Valsorda while investigating a client's problem. He also has developed an online tool that allows users to check if their server is affected by the Ticket Bleed attack. When the client provides a session ID together with the session ticket, the server usually echoes back the session ID to show acceptance of the ticket. Session ID's memory sizes can be between 1 and 31 bytes. The F5 always echoes back 32 bytes of memory, even if session ID is shorter. Therefore, a hacker providing a 1 byte session ID would receive 31 bytes of uninitialized memory. As a consequence, the servers can leak 31 bytes of memory at a time. For your kind information, I would like to tell you F5 Network Corporation is an American-based company that specializes in application delivery networking technology for the delivery of web applications and security, performance, availability of servers, data storage devices, and other networks and cloud resources. Number 3. Mirai. Windows Trojan found in the wild is spreading Mirai malware. Mirai, possibly the biggest IoT-based malware threat that emerged last year, which caused vast internet outage in October last year by launching massive distributed denial of service attacks against the popular DNS provider DIN. Even though the actual Mirai bot will not run on Windows machine, the Trojan can perform some of the work the bot might otherwise have to do on its own to find its victim. The Windows Trojan amplifies the overall Mirai infection with additional processing power. The Trojan infects Linux running machines it discovers with the Mirai bot. If it encounters a Windows system, it inserts the Trojan code instead. Both systems can be infected just with different payloads. If the Trojan finds a database to infect, such as MS SQL or MySQL, it will try to create a new user that possesses administrative privileges. Such a user could exfiltrate the information in that database, putting valuable information directly in the hands of cybercriminal. Now the infamous malware has updated itself to boost its distribution efforts. Researchers from Russian cybersecurity firm Dr. Webb have now uncovered a Windows Trojan designed to build with the sole purpose of helping hackers spread Mirai to even more devices. Once it is installed on a Windows computer, it tries to connect to a command and control server. After successful connection, it downloads a configuration file containing a range of IP addresses to attempt authentication over several ports. Number 2. Anonymous hackers pulls plug on thousands of darknet sites. 20% of darknet was taken offline last week when a hacker compromised a server hosting some 10,000 websites on the Tor network. In addition to taking Freedom Second offline, the person stole 74 gigabytes in files and 2.3 gigabytes database. Visitors to the affected pages were generated with the message, "Hello Freedom Hosting Second, you have been hacked." Freedom Hosting Second is a server that hosted Tor pages. The attacker, who has claimed to be part of the hacker collective Anonymous, reportedly took Freedom Hosting Second offline because 50% of its sites contain child pornography. And the number 1, the biggest glitch in YouTube history. During the past weeks, YouTube was facing a major glitch that caused its channels to lose hundreds of subscribers per minute. Anytime someone subscribes from a channel, YouTube falsely detracts 2 subscribers from the account. This essentially allows trolls to repeatedly subscribe and unsubscribe from channels, causing massive drops in the total subscription count. The situation was initially reported on February 6. First spotted by YouTuber Black Screen TV. Black Screen TV has called the glitch the biggest in the website's history. In fact, trolls are abusing the bug to the extent where some channel subscription counters have gone in the negatives. Fortunately, in addition to solve this delicate issue, the company has finally come out with a solution that ended this issue for good. YouTube assured that no data has been lost and that the correct number of subscribers are showing now to almost every single channel. So it can be said that even when YouTubers' world was facing a major crisis, everything is back to normal. Thanks for watching. If you like my work, then subscribe to my channel Dark Army.